the challenges that traders face in a lot of ways are the same challenges that anyone in any challenging profession faces, right? It's not so much the rules of the game that are so hard, although they can be hard, but it's more how you're dealing with the stuff in your head, right?
To a certain degree, although I would say even more what you said, Sean, I would add to that and say trading amplifies all the issues that we wrestle with in our lives. It's an amplifier.
So that explains why when we're losing, we tend to get really down on ourselves and really depressed and whatnot. And flip side, when we're winning, we think we're masters of the universe and everything's great. And let's go buy that expensive car that I was looking at because everything's going to be great forever.
Yeah. And FOMO, right? You feel like you're missing out on some concert that you might want to go to that your friends are going to. You feel FOMO, but you look at the market and FOMO's even worse. So the markets tend to amplify natural human emotions.
What are some of the differences in the struggles that traders who work and manage large amounts of money? I know you work with some very large traders. We won't name any names, but what are the differences that those people deal with versus, say, you know, a guy like me who manages a smaller account? It's my own personal money. Like, are there things that you notice with those big traders that are just like, holy cow, this is crazy stuff?
Oh yeah, well, there's a long list. I mean, I'll save the pure psychological issues for a moment, but I'll say, first of all, they deal with client expectations, management expectations. They're on stage, essentially. They're being watched and evaluated. Everything is being watched and evaluated. So it's the idea of trading on stage. The other big difference is that I used to think that really big traders had something really special about them and really unique. And I was not too wrong about it, but what it really is that they have the same emotions, the same discomforts, the same fears, the same frustrations as smaller retail traders do. The only difference really is the bigger traders have a way of not acting out on their discomfort as much as other people do. They have the same feelings, but they don't behaviorally act out on those feelings quite as much.
Does it take time for these people who have figured those feelings out and how to act on them? Does that take time? And is that something that is like developed and learned through experience, or are people born with something? There's just something in them that makes them better for these roles?
That's a really great question. And that's a question that's been addressed a lot. It's debatable. You know, I think there's certain characteristics that lend themselves well to trading, like an open-mindedness, being flexible, being adaptive, are really, I think, some of the key traits.